Good morning. The only sweetener this morning for the market may be for the sugar stocks, which may continue to rise after sugar decontrol was announced late last evening. The Bank of Japan has lived up to expectations, announcing policies that have sent the Nikkei to a higher plane. The outlook is flat to weak at start. Some bottom fishing may be seen in select counters. Fears that ETF selling may continue will keep investors on the back foot for now. While Japan's Nikkei is up 4%, South Korea's Kospi is trading 2% lower. The US market got a boost from Japan's policy measures. The Dow, S&P 500 and the Nasdaq recouped their losses to end marginally higher. The Labor Department said that initial jobless claims rose to 385,000 last week, more than anticipated. US crude was a tad higher at $93.46 a barrel. Back home, the rupee shed 44 paise to close at 54.87 against the US dollar. Bankers have reiterated their demand to lower the cash reserve requirement and cut key interest rates if lenders have to lower the borrowing cost for industry and retail customers. India's 50 most frequently traded large-cap companies are likely to report the worst aggregate top-line growth in 2 years in the quarter to March on lower spending by consumers, although operating margins have improved according to ETIG. India has decided to renegotiate its 82 bilateral investment treaties to safeguard country's interest after many foreign investors invoked international arbitration when their local investments ran into trouble or they faced adverse policy action, says a report. European Central Bank President Mario Draghi left rates unchanged but pepped up sentiment, stating that his bank stands ready to act to boost the Eurozone economy, adding that the ECB is considering both standard and non-standard measures for the same. Bank of England left rates at 0.5%. The European Central Bank also kept rates at earlier 0.75%. The Bank of Japan stated it will expand its balance sheet by purchasing long-term debts and ETFs. The bank also merged its asset purchase programs and suspended a rule that prohibited the purchase of long-term debt. Essar Oil has exited the corporate debt restructuring program and started the process of refinancing its rupee loan by cheaper external commercial borrowings. Larsen & Toubro is poised to bag Rs 15 billion road project in Abu Dhabi jointly with its local partner, marking a big step forward in the engineering major strategy to push hard for foreign business when the local market is drying up and some orders face cancellations. Hindustan Unilever said it has inked a pact with promoters of Aquagel Chemicals to acquire the remaining 74% stake in the company. Tech Mahindra announced the launch of its new center in Istanbul, which will serve as a hub for Turkey and Central Asia region. DLF has appointed 4 global investment bankers to sell fresh shares to institutional investors in domestic and overseas market to raise around Rs 20 billion to reduce debt. Reliance Power said it has started electricity generation from the first 660 megawatt unit of Salsan Ultra Mega Power project. Axis Bank has increased interest rates on select retail term deposit by 30 basis points. India Rate Fund advises the real estate private equity arm of Piramal Industries is to invest Rs 2 billion in two separate DLF has appointed 4 global investment bankers to sell fresh shares to institutional investors in domestic and overseas market to raise around Rs 20 billion to reduce debt. Reliance Power said it has started electricity generation from its first 660 megawatt unit of Salsan Ultra Mega Power project. Axis Bank has increased interest rates on select retail term deposits by 30 basis points. India Rate Fund advises the real estate private equity arm of Piramal Enterprises is to invest Rs 2 billion in 2 separate residential projects in Mumbai and Pune. BEL said it has sealed a license agreement with Japan's Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Limited. This would help the public sector equipment maker to improve environment-friendly norms in its products. SAIL and 2 Kerala government-owned outfits signed an MOU for setting up Rs 25 billion joint venture titanium project in the state. Domestic steel companies ruling under indifferent demands and high cost may find some relief in NMDC's decision to slash prices of premium grade iron ore lumps by about 7% for April 2013. Partly unshackling the Rs 800 billion sugar industry from the government's control, CCEA approved a proposal to abolish the Levi sugar mechanism under which private millers have to sell a specified quantity of the sweetener to the government at concessional rates. With Rs 7 trillion projects stalled at various stages, the Finance Ministry has decided to initiate a series of discussions with India Inc. and lenders to remove the bottlenecks. Reserve Bank of India governor has said there is need to prevent round-tripping to prevent abuses of treaties, raising the pitch for tight control over inflows of funds from dubious sources. The direct benefit transfer scheme is likely to be expanded in 78 more districts in the next phase beginning July 1st, according to a statement issued by the Prime Minister's office. Trends in the FII flows. The FIIs were net sellers or Rs 3.26 billion in the cash segment on Thursday, while domestic institutional investors were net buyers or Rs 647.3 million as per the provisional figures released by the NSE. The foreign funds were net sellers or Rs 16.28 billion in the cash segment on Wednesday, according to the figures released by SEBI. Our recommendations, the technical calls for the day. We recommend buying IDBI above Rs 82.50 for a target price of Rs 87 with stop loss placed at Rs 80.50. Derivative strategies for the day. Long Mahindra & Mahindra April futures above Rs 845 for the target price of Rs 865 with stop loss placed at Rs 835. Thank you. Wish you have a good day ahead.